Good morning, students. I'm your English teacher, new English teacher. This is Shailendra. Okay. Today onwards, I teach you 10th class English. Okay. Right. Here the 10th class and the 9th class, the question paper pattern is the same. For you, those who are listening the 10th class model paper now, you already heard in 9th class. The same pattern will be there in the 10th class also. But again, I am reminding you how the question paper it will be. It is the same model for Essay 1, Summative 1 and Summative 2 also. Okay. 9th class and 10th class model paper. There will be a 3 sections in question paper. Section A, Section B and Section C. These 3 sections are there in 9th and 10th in Summative 1 and 2. Okay, you just keep in the mind, back of your brain, you just keep it that there will be 3 sections in Summative 1 and Summative 2. First, what is the Section A? There is a name for every section. Section A, Section B and Section C. They carry their own names. Section A is called reading comprehensive passages or reading passages. This section A is called reading passages or comprehensive passages. Okay, and section B also has the name vocabulary and grammar. What is the section B name? The section B name is the vocabulary and grammar. In this section, you can notice the questions from the vocabulary and grammar. Other than that, you cannot see any questions in this section. And section C is the creative writing. Creative writing. Section C is the creative writing or creative expressions. Both are the same. Okay. Right. Section A is the reading comprehensions. Section B is the vocabulary and grammar. And section C is the creative writing. Okay. Right. Let us come back. We have the 2 papers. For the 9th and 10th, we have the paper 1 and paper 2. 2 papers are there. Paper 1 and paper 2. Both have the same sections and their names also same. In the paper 1 also the section name is the same, and in the paper 2 also the section has the same name. Okay. So paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 carries 40 marks and also paper 2 carries 40 marks. Both the papers they carry the same number of marks. Total 80 marks. How many marks? Total 80 marks. Paper 1 carries the 40 marks, paper 2 carries the 40 marks, total 80 marks paper. And the remaining 20 marks, okay, listening, remaining 20 marks for the internal. Whatever the project work and writing skills and slip test, what you will show to your teacher, those carries the 20 marks. 20 marks for the internal and 80 marks for the external. Today in this class, we are going to discuss about only 80 marks. Okay? About only 80 marks. How the 80 marks are divided, what is the question paper pattern, and in every section how many number of questions are there, and that questions comes from which lessons, which lessons. Okay? Those things now we are going to discuss. Today only in this session, in this class, we are discussing about only the question paper pattern of paper 1 and paper 2 of 9th and 10th class. Okay, right. Paper 1 and paper 2. Let us divide. Okay. Paper 1. The section what I said? Comprehension passages. comprehension passages. Here also section A, same comprehension passages. And here the paper 1 completely, this paper 1 completely comes from the textbook, and paper 2, it is not from the textbook, other than the textbook. It means it is the unknown paper. Unknown paper. Paper 2 is the unknown, and paper 1 is the known, which you learn in your class, which you learn by your teacher through the textbook. Okay, here every bit comes from the textbook, and it is the independent of textbook, other than textbook. Okay, here the general passages, and here the passages comes from your textbook. Here the paper 1 is the TB means textbook. Okay, and here the section A, comprehensive passages, comes from the textbook. And in your textbook there are 8 units. How many? 8 units are there. In every unit there are 3 lessons. Lesson A reading, B reading, and C reading. Total 3 lessons in every unit. We have the in 10th class and 9th class, even in the 6th class, 7th class, and 8th class, in 9th class, you have noticed that in every class the textbook carrying the 8 units. In every unit there is a reading, B reading, and C reading. And this A reading and C reading are the lessons. A reading and C reading are the lessons. And this B reading, either it can be a lesson or it can be a poem in the textbook. Once you observe that, once you go through the textbook, go through the units, then you can notice that A reading and C reading are the lessons. Okay, and here the B reading, either it can be a lesson or it can be a poem. Okay, right. And every unit it has the 3 topics. It means 8 3 is a total 24 topics you have in 9th and 10th. Okay, 6th to 10th it is the same pattern. The model design of textbook is 8 units. Every unit carries the 3 lessons. Total 24 topics. Okay. And here the section A, it is the comprehension passages. This section A, there will be a one passage. In the exam, in the board exam, they give you one passage. The passage can be 6 to 8 lines. Okay, between 6 and 8 lines. The passage, it can't be very bigger or it can't be very shorter. It is the normal medium size passage. And this passage, it comes from only A reading. In the section A, the comprehension part, the first passage. In the section A, there are 2 passages. They give you 2 passages. And the first passage that comes from the A reading. Okay, understood? Here the section A, comprehension passages, and that passages, the first passage, there will be 2 passages. The first passage comes from the A reading of, in the every unit, if you read the A reading, then you can answer the section A first passage. Okay, and there will be the second passage also. This is the first passage, and there will be a second passage also. The second passage, it comes from either the B reading or the C reading. Either the B reading or C reading. There are 2 passages in the section A. This section A carries the 15 marks. How many? 15 marks. Section A carries the 15 marks, and the first passage it comes from the A reading, and the second passage it comes from either the B reading or C reading. Okay, if you want to answer the questions of the first passage, then you have to go through the A readings of all units. If you wanted to answer the second passage, then you have to go through the B reading and C reading of every unit. Okay, B reading, C reading for the second passages, and A reading for the first passages. And total this section carries the 15 marks. And for the first passage it carries the 10 marks, and second passage carries the 5 marks. Okay, in the section A is the comprehensive passages. The section name itself is comprehension passages, and there will be 2 passages. First passage comes from the A reading, and second passage comes from either B reading or C reading. And the first passage carries the 10 marks, and second passage which comes from the B reading or C reading, the second passage, that carries the 5 marks. Total 15 marks. How many? Total 15 marks. This section carries the 15 marks. Okay, let us go to the deep division. section A, there will be two passages I told you. Okay, right? The first passage comes from A and second passage from the B and C reading. Okay. For your and here this total carries the 15 marks I told you. Okay, right. Here the question number 1 to 7. 1 to 7. Question number. Let me write clearly. Question number 1 to question number 7. Okay. This is these one line between 1 and 7. It is the first passage. I told you which comes from the A reading. Question number 1 to 7. Let me show you that. Here is the question paper model. It is the summative assessment model question paper. Okay, 10th class. Same for the 9th class also. And here the section A, reading comprehension. Here you can notice, here you can see question number 1 to 7. Read the following concept from the storied house. Here the passage is given. This passage, after the passage, here some questions are given. These questions are question number 1 to, here you can see 1 to 7. Okay, this is the first passage. And whatever the questions here 1 to 7 they ask, those are related to this first passage. Okay, this passage comes from the A reading. And in the 1 to 7, question number 1 to 7, first 4 questions, question number 1 to question number 4, question number 1 to question number 4 is the MCQ. It means multiple choice questions. There will be a one question. There will be a one question, and the question follows the 4 options. You have to choose which is appropriate, which is suitable for this question. You have to choose and write. And write only either A, B, C, D, whatever suitable, that. You need not to write the total answer. You just write the whichever suitable. A is the right answer, then write A. Okay. 1 to 4 is the multiple choice questions. Those carries the 1 mark. Question number 1 to 4, multiple choice questions. Each question carry the 1 mark, total 4 marks. Next, question number 5 to 7. Question number 5 to 7. These are the very short answers. You can write in 1 or 2 sentences. You have to complete the answer in 1 or 2 sentences. Here the 3 questions they asked. Here you can see 3 questions. Here it is started at 5, 6, 7, which are related to the first passage. Okay, and here these 3 questions, they carry, each question carry the 2 marks. Each question carries the 2 marks. 3, 2 are 6 marks. Here is the 4 marks. 1 to 4 is the 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks, and it is the 6 marks. Total 10 marks passage. Okay, you got it? First passage, it carries the 10 marks. Then how the 10 marks are divided? 1 to 4 is the multiple choice questions, and the next 5 to 7 is the very short answers. This is how the first passage is divided, and this passage comes from the A reading of every unit. You have to go through the A reading of every unit. Next, second passage, it comes from the BRC reading. Okay, and here the second passage, it starts at the 7th question, where 7th question completed, 8th question. It started question number 8. I show you that. This is the second passage. Second passage in the section A. Okay. Here it is started. Where it is started? Question number 8. And from question number 8 to 12. 8 to 12. Here it is started. Question number 8 to 10. Question number 8 to 10 is the multiple choice questions. Same. Here how that are divided. Question number 8 to question number 10 multiple choice questions, and 11 question and 12 question very short answers. Very short answers. Here you have to present the answer in one sentence. In one word also we can present, because it carries only 1 mark. And this one carries the, here you can see the first 3 questions. It carries the 3 marks. It carries the 3 marks. Here the 2 questions, each one carry the 1 mark. 2 questions, each one carry the 1 mark. total 2 marks. 3 marks and here is the 2 marks, total 5 marks. How many marks? 5 marks. First passage for the 10 marks, second passage for the 5 marks, total 15 marks for what is that? Section A. Have you understood what is the section A? Section A, it is from the textbook. It comes from the A reading and B C reading also, and 2 passages will be there. First passage from the A reading and second passage either from the B reading or C reading. A reading it carries the 10 marks, B C reading carries the 5 marks, total 15 marks. If you listen the textbook very carefully, you go through the textbook very carefully, easily you will get 15 marks. Out of 40 marks, paper 1 carries the 40 marks. Out of 40 marks, 15 marks you will get in the section A. This is all about the section A. Let us go into the section B. What is the section B? Section B. Section B carries the 10 marks. Section A carried 15 marks, but section B carried the 10 marks. Section B is called vocabulary and grammar. Section A is called comprehensive passages. Section B is called vocabulary and grammar. Section A carries the 15 marks, section B carries the 10 marks. Let us see how these 10 marks are divided. Okay. First of all, I show you how the section B it can be. Here you can see this is the section B, and this bit exclusively carries the grammar. Okay. You are well at grammar, then you can get the 10 marks. For suppose you are poor at grammar, you are well at only the textbook, you are poor at grammar, you can't get these 10 marks. So becoming a perfect in the grammar also very important. Here you see question number 13 to 17. Have you noticed this? Here question number 13 to 17, and also here you can see question number 18 to 22. This section B starts at the question number 13. Question number 13 and it ends at the question number 22. Question number 22. And question number 12, it is already completed in the section A. Section B, question number 13. And it completed question number 22. Question number 13 to 22 is the completely section B. This is called vocabulary and grammar, carries the 10 marks. Okay, right. And section number 30 in this question number 13 to 22, question number 13 to 17, question number 13 to 17. Here you see question number 13 to 17. Okay, question number 13 to 17 is called a closed passage. Closed passage. They give you one passage from the textbook, and in the middle of the passage there will be a blanks, 5 blanks. You have to fill the blanks with the appropriate answers, with the suitable answers. Here you see the passage. Okay, and the next question number 18. Here the 17. This one carries each one carries the 1 mark. 5. Each one carries the 1 mark. Total 5 marks. And here you can see question number 18. Here it is the second bit, it starts the question number 18 and it ended the question number 22. 13 to 22. Okay, here the second one is the 18 to 22. Okay, and here you see this is also passage, it also comes from the textbook, and here the options are given. After the passage there is A, B, C, D, 4 options are given, and which is suitable for that passage you have to select it. Okay, this one also carries the 5 marks. This one also carries the 5 marks, each one carries the 1 mark, 5 marks, total 10 marks passage, total 10 marks section B, vocabulary and grammar. Okay, when you compare to the second paper, section B, first paper section B is very easy because everything comes from the textbook. But whereas in the section B of the second paper, it doesn't come anything from the textbook. They give orally, generally they give. So there you face the problem. So here getting the marks in the section B of the paper 1, it is very easy. You just go through the textbook, you read the textbook number of times, as many possible times you read it, then you will get the much marks in the section B. But whereas in the second paper, there is no prescribed syllabus. Particular syllabus is not there for the second paper of section B. So there you face the problem. But compared to section B of the paper 2, but here in the section B of the paper 1, you get the more marks because it is much easier compared to the paper 2. Okay, this is the vocabulary and grammar. This bit carries the 10 marks. Next, we shall go into the section C. Okay, let us see what is the section C. Section C is called a creative expressions. Creative expressions or creative writing. Again, this section C is divided into two parts. Question number 23, question number 24. Question number 22, it completed at the section B. Section C starts at the question number 23. Okay, here is only two questions. In the section C, only two questions. Question number 23 and question number 24. And in no other sections, in no other questions, we get the choice. We have no choice. But only in the section C of the question number 24, we have a choice. There will be two questions in the question number 24. You can attend any one. Okay. And question number 23 is the major discourses. What is that? Major discourses. And question number 24 is the minor discourses. Major discourses and minor discourses. For example, question number 23. What are the major discourses? Let me show you that. Here is one table. If you go back of your textbook, this is the textbook, your class textbook. You go back of the textbook of 9th and 10th, whatever the textbook, you go back of the textbook. Here you can see the major and minor discourses. These are called major and minor discourses. It is printed in the page number 259. Once you open the page number 259 in your textbooks, it is the old textbook. If you have the new edition, maybe the page number 260 or 258 also. Once you go through this tabular form, here the discourses are given. You see, paper 1 and paper 2. The above one is the major discourses and the below one are the minor discourses. Okay. Major discourses are the question number 23. Minor discourses are the question number 24. And here the major discourses, they carry the 10 marks now. How many? 10 marks. And minor discourses, they carry the 5 marks. How many? 5 marks. Major discourses, they carry the 10 marks. Minor discourses carry the 5 marks. Total 15 marks. Total 15 marks section creative expression. Section C carries the 15 marks. How many? 15 marks. You see, section A 15, section B 10. And section C, this section, it is carrying the 15. Total how many marks? 40 marks. 40 marks paper is the paper 1. 40 marks paper. Major discourses 10 marks, minor discourses 5 marks, total 15 marks carrying the section C. Okay, right. Then what are the major and minor discourses? Once you come into the textbook, here you open the page number 259. There you notice two tables. You see, paper 1 and paper 2. And here the story or narrative, conversation, description, drama script or play, interview and choreography script. Next, these all are the major discourses of paper 1. And paper 2 major discourses. Paper 1 major discourses, paper 2 major discourses. Biography, essay, letter, it means letter writing or letter drafting, and a report, newspaper report, okay, and a speech script. These are the paper 2 major discourses which carries the 10 marks. Let us see what are the minor discourses in the paper 1 and paper 2. In the paper 1 minor discourses, message, how to write the message. For suppose the message is given in the question number 24, message is given, then the message carries the 5 marks. Okay. Next, notice, diary. These are the paper 1 minor discourses which carries the 5 marks. And paper 2 minor discourses, poster, how to prepare the poster, how to make the posters. Okay, we shall discuss in our next class that. Next, invitation card. Okay, wedding invitation card. These are the minor discourses. Next, profile. These 3 are the paper 2 discourses. These are the paper 1 minor discourses. This is what is the major and minor discourses. Okay, in our next class we shall go through actually what are the discourses, how to write those things, how many marks they carry, how they divided the marks, how they give the marks. In our next session we shall discuss about the discourses. Okay, right. This is about the paper 1. This is about the paper 1 major and minor discourses and paper 1 pattern. Okay.